ready to go. Alright, everyone. So once again, Goblin is streaming ish. That makes sense, right? He's streaming. Anyway, yeah, other than that, waiting for players to show up and then Goblin will begin D&D with them. And Goblin is gonna be finding the next part of this session very interesting. Party should level up at this point. I double check here. Oh. Yeah, so if the players haven't leveled up, Goblin probably just take the first bit of the session time to help them level up. That would be a good idea to do if they've been struggling with it recently. Yeah, they are still struggling with it. Oh, not too much. Okay. 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 Oh, that's so hilarious. A Goblin God message. Like, what? Um, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh, that's funny. So, yeah. It's D&D time. Do da, do da. It's time for D&D. It's time for D. Calling excited. Da, 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 da. Oh, it really is. On those, they'll, they like model siblings, all creators, etc. Created model, maybe. Oh, God, no. And soon, Goblins. So, Goblin, should Goblin live stream? Oh, but, oh, we know that. Anyway, Goblin's gonna switch on over now, blah, blah. You see screen now, you see what's happening in the D&D board. Cat. Very fancy cat. Double check it. D&D today. Do that, do that. Goblin's lane for players. Goblin will chat with whoever's here. If anyone chats. Eh. Goblin singing to the boy. Do da, do da. Goblins. Boy, do da do da da. Maybe it's a good idea if Goblin go and pull up the character stuff for Phil, since Phil will need help level. What's who are doing it? Oh, four. Let's see, yeah, fourth level games. Oh, access to level 2 spells. Oh. Both these yappers that Goblin has as players. They're gonna just be chomping and popping. Very good. Anyway, so yeah, like low energy tuna. I mean, it's not too bad for it to be low energy since the first little bit Goblin's like predicting that Goblins gonna have to help go level up. So Goblin's alright with that. It makes it so. Oh yeah, and oh, three spells, two spells as well. Now this is gonna be hitting harder now at level 4. Let's see here. So Tuna should have another cantrip, another. Oh, okay, fun. Goblin's gonna see some chaos happen in here. Romaneers here. Whole thing. Life be happening, dude. Life be happening all day. Yeah, Pixel sadly will not be joining us today because a family trip, which Goblin understands happens. Ooh. Right, go. Goblin. Mm. Yeah. Goblin sees foresees that. Ah, boy. Okay. There are goblins chaos. Then getting impatiently excited for chaos. Goblin wants chaos. Yeah. You are slow.
I'm not.
Hello, Phil. How have you been?
Hello, I am good. Sorry, I ate dinner way too late.
Fair enough. Huna, Goblin believes you are sick. Do not stress yourself.
Thank you. It just means I'm gonna sound grim, but you guys can deal with that, right?
Yeah, but also, why do
Yeah.
you sound like the Grim Reaper right now?
I'm sick.
Goblin's
Family.
doing a
For
joke.
I act as a harbinger of death, and I shall reign upon thee.
Very
I
good.
always knew it.
Also, where's my new token?
Oh,
I
wait.
need it. How do I make it thingy?
So, Goblin will, like, you need to pull up your character sheet. The way to replace
I've
your
already
token.
added it to the bio, and I
Oh,
informed
you just need to
Beast.
drag it on again, then Goblin will do this. So, boom. There you go. See? Buy old token.
Yay! Oh, she's so much better.
Ooh,
Goblin moves your hamster
that is a
back down.
pretty token.
Thank you.
Once.
Finally, she got a haircut.
Yes, magically between sessions. Tuna Fish's character got a haircut, Iliad haircut. But this
Yeah, it was while
aside,
she was getting her therapy,
yeah, fair enough.
While she was getting her therapy, I casted Mage Hand on a pair of scissors to cut her hair without her noticing. Boom.
Yeah,
Plot
we did
twist.
such a good job. She's got bangs now.
Okay, okay, that's funny. But so Goblin just wants to go over because you guys probably haven't gotten time to because you guys are pretty busy. So before we get on with the full-on session, Goblin is going to give you guys help here to get to level 4 as you guys leveled up last time. Does everyone want to do that or
We leveled up.
yeah?
Ooh.
Oh right, Pexel did say that. Sorry, I completely forgot that. I haven't
Yeah.
even attempted to level up yet.
So yeah, Goblin. That's why
You
Goblin's taking his
forgot
time here.
something.
It's not too
Should we
much.
just level up next session?
It's very easy this level up for level 4. Thank you. Not that hard.
Okay. Let us level up then.
Very good. So all you do is increase your hit dice, which by the way, like let's use Romeo for example. Romeo, you have basically just get an extra 7 more to your 21 plus 7. 28 hit points now for max. Oh, yeah, so just add your thing, also your class level thing, just keep track to the max level you are now is 4. And yeah, just make sure to keep
I'm
all those.
literally watching you change everything in front of me.
Goblin's just like, you're being too slow. Goblin's impatient. Now, both of you get to do something pretty
Mine's
cool.
at D4 for my health, right?
Yeah, and you add +1, so that means yours goes up. Oh wait, no, that makes sense. Like, Goblin's like confused on why your health was so high for a sorcerer with like only 1 to con. And Goblin remembered, oh, and that temporary damage and temporary increase should probably be gone at this point. But yeah. So with things, you basically get up to a +5 more to your hit points. And Goblin knows why you have more hit points than average sorcerer because of your draconic feats. Like, which one did you get? Draconic toughness, right? 2 more hit points per draconic feat you have. The Goblin already knows that, so you're at 26 hit points you should be then. For 21 plus 5. Yeah, 26.
Are we rolling or just doing max?
Goblin gives you max because it keeps you alive.
Excellent.
It makes it so
I
Goblin can
will
unleash
be
horrors on you.
allegedly.
Yeah. Now, for 4th level. 1. Both of you now have access to level 2 spells. So, Iliad, you only get 1. Goblin's not gonna have you go through and just pick it just yet. And hello to Wheelbow. But yeah, so you
Sorry,
basically
I'm pretty decisive. I can make it quite quickly.
fair enough. But yeah, you get 3 spells a day for level 2, and then like Goblin will handle spells a day while you go and pick a spell. So let's see here. You should have this many. It's this too. That many. Goblin's looking. No. Now wait a minute. Fiction. No, you should. Yes, you should have that. Yep. And also, you get 1 new cantrip. So you should have 6 cantrips and 1 level 2 spell. Now, for Romania, while Goblin goes and handles. For you, yeah, you get level 2 spells. Now, what's your bonus to Charisma again? Is your spell casting as a bard, correct?
Yes, charisma is my spellcasting as a bard.
Okay.
My modifier is +3, I think.
Yes, that does affect your
Yeah.
spell casting, because usually with bards, go back to spells. With bards, usually, you would not be able to cast the level 2 spells right away unless you had a charisma bonus to make it of a +2 minimum to make it so you got a spell slot from that. So now you are able to cast some level 2 spells, and Goblin's just going over here. So for level 4, you should have 6 known cantrips, 3 level 1s, and so you get 2 level 2 spells of your choice.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And then other than that, while you guys are getting those, Goblin will just mess around with some modifiers here. So for Iliad, for level 4 you get +2 now to base attack bonus, and increase to your will save to +4 now. That means you hit more.
Yay, that would be lovely.
Yep. And then for bards, Bard Boy gets +3 to base attack, and ooh, yeah, some pretty good bonuses to saves. Yep.
Wait,
Now,
there's a lot of cool
Now, the major thing, no one's going to let you guys choose here because this next part is very major. For 4th level, every 4th level after like level 1 and all that, you get basically a +1 bonus you can add to any stat that you want, but only one extra. So it's like the ability score improvement. Does that make sense? Yeah, just +1 to add to any of your base stat number permanently. That means, like, let's. Oh wait, yes.
So you mean if we can increase like our strength from a 12 to a 13, or my charisma from a 16 to a 17?
Correct. But Goblin would recommend, since it's your first one, you may want to increase one of the ones that would increase your ability modifier. Like for you, for Romania, Goblin would actually recommend probably Dexterity to not only increase your AC, but your capability to hit with your Rapier here, which would make it so you have more survivability and probability of hitting your enemies. Unless, wait,
Is
no,
it
you don't.
just is it just +1 to an ability score, or is it +2? Or how does it work again?
So,
Confusing 5e now.
yeah, you're confusing 5e. So, the ability score improvement for 3.5 is basically just a +1 increase to one ability score. So basically, like if
Okay.
it's a 16, if it's a 15, it goes to 16. If it's a 16, it goes to 17, etc. But there's also a balance out for that, makes it pretty cool, uh, and it's pretty terrifying. Oh wait, let's see here. Rope trick. Okay. Did you forget the links tuna fish that Goblin has for you to look up spells?
It's this one. This has this. This. This is 3.5 sorcerer spells.
There are some way better
Is it
spells
not?
than this that you have available. That you
I
like
think
got.
these are awesome.
Alright, that's fair, fine. Let's see here. So you want Goblin
Like, I saw
choosing,
there were ones that might serve different purposes, but I feel like these suit my playstyle well.
protection from area. Okay.
We don't need
That's
to be good in combat. In combat, we have Rockrooney and Slab, you know?
Goblin's just looking through because Goblin has not very. Goblin believes these are probably spells, so Detect Thoughts definitely would be a good one. It actually would be useful to you in many scenarios. A rope trick, I'll double check. Gladius is actually pretty useful as well, so if you want to go for those two, it's absolutely fine. Gladius and uh, Detect Thoughts. So very good for
Okay.
this. But
Can't argue with that. My DM told me to do that.
well, it's just those are good ones. A Goblin, like if you're trying to go for a more support role, these are good. Good. So it's up to you how you want to build up your spell casting.
I
And,
am very supportive, aren't I?
well, I mean, wait a minute. Golin's just double checking here, like what Goblin read because Goblin is. Huh? Uh, remember, you only get
Did
one
I
level
forget
2.
how to learn Obscuring Mist and substitute it for Glitter Dust?
So Glitter Dust is a
No way.
level 2 spell, and
Right?
you only get one level 2 spell. So Detect Thoughts would not be a
Yeah,
bad
so
first one.
what I'm saying is I've got Obscuring Mist as a level 1, but Glitter Dust does the same thing but better. So can I not have Glitter Dust instead?
No, because the terminology and rules of how like spells like that work basically are about the idea. Basically, whenever you choose a spell, like the way that spellcaster works when it comes to spellcast sorcerer specifically, God will pull it up here just so you can understand the ruling terminology. Yeah, so he doesn't have to prepare spells. Basically, you get a limited number of spells, but a lot more spell slots to cast, and you don't have to prepare any spells. Is the major advantages of a sorcerer. But your spell, like number of spells you can have is very limited. Yeah, so basically, at each new sorcerer level, you gain one or more new spells, indicating on the table. Yeah. Sorcerer spells are fixed. That means they are fixed as they are, and you cannot change them after you choose.
What if I developed a horrible concussion with amnesia?
Oh, wait, here's upon reaching level 4, at every even numbered sorcerer level, after that, like 6, 8, and so on, a sorcerer can choose to learn a new spell in place of one he already knows. In effect, the sorcerer loses the old spell in exchange for a new one. So you can exchange for a new level 1 spell, your Fury Mist, and exchange it for a different spell.
So I can. That's an all clear. That's a yes.
Yes, except Glitter is a level 2 spell. That means you cannot take Glitter Dust. Unless you don't take Detect Thoughts for your level 2 spell. You need to choose another level 1 spell for it. So you exchange different, basically, spells of the same level. You cannot go and take one up higher. Does that make sense?
But I could swap my Obscuring Mist for like True Strike and then get Glitter Dust for my level 2.
Goblin's double checking here. True Strike basically adds plus 20 a hit, and is it a standard action to cast?
Which would be nice.
True
Oh,
Strike.
but I could get Reduced Person and just make people smaller.
Yes, which actually is very useful because you're not shrinking their weapon, which means if you shrink someone smaller, sure they're harder to hit, but they also like basically can't wield their weapon anymore. That's
But I
just
could also just do it to random people on the street, couldn't I?
That's
oh
a
boy,
crime, probably.
probably. But yeah, if you want to go for that spell, you're absolutely fine too. Polished phones, hello. Other than that,
Detect Thought sounds more interesting.
yeah.
Phil, help me.
So
Why?
Should I swap my Obscuring Mist for Glitter Dust, or should I get Detect Thoughts?
so
Glitter
you
Dust
can't.
just feels cooler.
No. Goblins just clarifying it. You cannot swap Glitter Dust for Obscure Mist. It has to be the same spell level, and Glitter Dust is a level 2 spell, level
Oh,
1.
that's bull. That is. That's stupid.
Well, I
What's
have
that?
glitter dust. I took it as one of my because I just read Can Blind and was like, I am on board.
Oh
Okay,
no!
so you can be the one that gets to throw glitter at everything.
So you got Glitter Dust and Summon Monsters too. Of course you want Summon Monsters too. You just want to summon all the monsters, don't you?
Yes. I want to have an army. Did we forget about that?
Curse
I forgot
you!
about your army.
Romania the platypus! Romania is now a platypus. But other than that,
It'll take time.
so you're going with the
Hard work
text
and time.
fods, and you're probably switching out Obscuring Mist for a different spell. So, what Tuna Fish? What do you want to do for your ability score increase?
I haven't thought that far ahead yet.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be really slow, so because my brain is just running
Sick.
through
Yeah, that's fine.
sludge at the minute. Yeah. Um.
Well, I mean, you're 19 charisma right now. If you go to 20, Goblin will clarify to you. You will be terrifying.
That sounds hilarious. I love being terrifying. Let's go.
Okay? You want to go to 20 charisma?
I think so. But I keep getting
And
doing
Goblin,
poorly in grapples. What do I need for a grapple? I want to get better at grapples.
that would be strength. And even if you get better at it, it's like, so Goblin wants you to focus on your strengths and what you can do first, because that is what, like, sorcerers are not very physical combatants. And so, like, your allies are there for you for a reason, so they can deal with those who try and grapple you, while you focus on
What if
casting your
they're the
spells.
ones grappling me though?
And then
Whoa,
being
we
an idiot's
can't do
one.
that.
You've already done it multiple times.
Again, we've learned our lessons.
Look,
Alright,
Goblin wants to point
let's
out,
boost charisma then.
fantastic. Wonder why you're gonna be more terrifying? Let's go back to spells here.
My words will have power.
No. So here's the thing: goblins try and help you remember these type of things when it comes to your cast level or being a sorcerer, etc. With being a sorcerer, your spells DC, the save that people have to make in order to avoid effects of your spells, is determined basically the spell level and plus your charisma modifier. That means to avoid like a fireball, you use the level 3 fireball. Go and give an example of. For having plus 5 charisma, that means they already have to have to make 18 DC save because it's 5 plus a spell level of 3. That's a DC of 18. They have to make to avoid being burned alive.
And that's a difficult roll to reach.
Yes, especially when you get more access to more things that increase your charisma, because there's a reason it's such a low ability score increase. Because as you level up, you get way more insane DC challenge levels as you get charisma items or other insane things that basically buff you into a demon. But also at plus 5, you actually get 2 bonus level 1 spells. So that means instead of like it being 6 max plus your extra charisma 1, it's now you have 8 level 1 spells you can cast a day. Sorcerers can just spam spells. Also, you have an extra spell slot for level 5.
So I need to choose one cantrip. I need to apply the additional charisma to everything, and
Well, no, it's
also
automatically
an
done for
obscuring
you.
mist for something else. Perfect.
Yeah, because like here's the thing with that with the right, in skills. Goblins got those skills. You should be at 35 right now, so just add in the extra 5 skill points where you want. And Romania for your skills, after you sort out your spells, you get extra 9. So that's you should be at 63. But just put in those 9 skill points where you want. And that's it for Romania. And that's all you guys really need to do.
I've got 9 skill points I can add.
Yep. Somewhere. And remember, your max has been increased for any skill. Remember, it's 3 plus your class level, the maximum you can have in one rank. Think of a skill. Mm-hmm. And remember, if you want to put ranks into a non-skill you're not proficient in, it takes 2 skill points instead of 1.
2 skills.
Unless it's a knowledge skill that is required to be trained in, etc. Does that all make sense for everyone?
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Yeah.
Alright, now, while you guys do that, Goblin's gonna do some entertainment for you.
Entertainment? Do
yeah,
a
well,
flip?
Goblin had a backflip emote. Sadly not. But the entertainment is Iliad. You think you can manage the skill point thing while Goblin does a little role play thing for your character as you right now you're at your cat of dreams?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes, I can do that. I'm sorry, I drew the eye. It has cat ears. I'm sorry.
Comic Queens.
Yes. What
know.
gave it away?
Okay.
Let her have
So,
a cat. Go on.
So the dream, the Meowth card just basically stands in. So you see where you are, yes, Iliad.
I'm looking at my skills. Yes.
Fair enough. Yeah, you're in this wonderful garden of nature, and the cat just basically stands on top of this rim here, and it's like the test of dreams, simple, yet it's not gonna be easy for you. You must identify one thing for me. What is real, what is a dream. And suddenly, Iliad, you suddenly feel this slumber come about you, and you feel like you think you're falling asleep, but you can tell it's not overriding your immunity. So you're not going to sleep yet are.
Like maladaptive daydreaming.
Yes. Around you, it seems like it's the same 4C area. But instead of it being empty and all that, than the jungle and the cat, there are a select number of figures all around you. There is Bulk up here, Romania over here, your mother and father over here and here. So your father's right there, your mother's right here. Slav is where the cat is. And then the other three figures are quite confusing to you. You see a shadow of one person here that looks like a pirate dressed up. You see the shadow of someone you think is familiar, but you don't know what. Their body shape seems unnatural. And then the odd one out, the Grand Lich is standing over here.
Oh, well.
Now's your chance. Make a move.
And I just have to determine which ones are real.
You have to determine from what you understood, but it felt odd. God will allow you to make an intelligence check.
Oh no, I have no intelligence. Let me backtrack on my skills. I want to spec into it.
Yeah, you have no idea what the riddle meant, but God will allow you to roll an understanding because you're like, if I can't understand it logically, maybe there's something in my understanding of what this kind of setup means. People surrounding me that I know in my life yet except two. And one is an enemy, we are my party, and two are my family. Roll a wisdom thing. Advantage.
Wisdom. Wisdom.
Remember, roll at advantage. Goblin said that. Are you kidding?
I'm sorry, I'm stupid. I'm
Dice
sorry.
never favors you. Dice never favors you. What the flick? Ah.
The dice hate me. Okay,
And
I know absolutely nothing. That's great. That's like real life.
you
Oh,
know absolutely nothing of the understanding except you get this faint idea. The odd one out is the key.
okay. The odd one out is the key, and I have party members, family members, and guest stars, and the Grand Lich.
Hmm.
So I genuinely feel like those wisdom and intelligence checks just activated in my brain. I know absolutely nothing. I'm trying to think.
God will allow you to make a
So I
spot
rolled
check
a
here.
6 in real life.
I rolled a 1 in real life. Give me 1 second.
Fair enough. Because since you're hyper focusing and trying to find out details and all that, Goblin is allowing you to roll a spot check to try and find something to help you.
Are they all magical constructs? Wait, I haven't put it on yet. I can't do that yet.
Yeah. What have you not put on?
I was thinking of going for detect magic as my additional cantrip.
I mean, if you're gonna detect magic as a cantrip, you could and just cast it now.
But I haven't fully researched yet, so I'm not solidly sold on it. Oh, my head hurts. I'm just looking through my spells. I am inclined to say that the Grand Lich is the odd one out because it's the only one. Malicious, aggressive, bad intent, insidious, bad person.
Yeah. Roll a spot check for Goblin.
Spot check. Sorry, it might take me a minute to just get back into the mindset.
No problem. Okay. Okay. So you do notice as you're looking at the Grand Lich, you realize there was something there that wasn't before. And it's the most clear one. And as you look around, you realize all of them have it, but each of them are different. And that is the Grand Lich has a marking on the stand that it's on. So like below it, like you see how the design of it, there's like wooden walls in front of them, like it's a stand thing, like people, it's a grand council judging you and all of that. But in front of each of them, in front of the stones, is these carvings that were not there before. And the Grand Lich one is the most obvious and easy to see. And it's of a little bird with broken wings. You're having a hard time seeing all the other ones, but each one is different.
The little bird with broken wings.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't see anyone else's, just the Grand Liches.
Well, that's because all of them are covered with vines and plants. If you go to them and try and uncover them, you may be able to see them.
Yeah, I think first things first, I want to get all of my facts in order, so I'd like to just walk around and uncover all the symbols.
All right. As you touch the water, because you have to get into the water to get to them. You suddenly feel this energy through you, and you don't know what it's doing, but it's an energy flowing through you right now.
Is there a positive or a negative energy?
Can't tell.
Well, I'm not dead yet. Let's keep going. I approach the next podium and look at the symbol.
Okay, so Goblin's gonna let. Oh wait, do you have control of your token? No, you do not. Goblin will give you control. So you should be able to control your token and your little pet, who is with you.
I'm just gonna leave Fluffball there. Also, I don't know if you saw, but I added Fluffball to my actual token so that I can forget him more often.
That is absolutely fine. So when you go up and
right. Can I draw on this just because my brain is slow?
so you can mark which ones you've done or no, which ones you know. Sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
Just
Thank you.
Yeah. So this one here was a broken.
Grand Lich is here with a little. Bird with a broken wing, allegedly.
Broken wings. Both of them are broken. Now this one here, this one is Romanier, and as Romanier is revealed, you see a smiling face surrounded by people dancing.
Awesome.
Just to show what a cool dude Romier is.
So when you get to this pirate one, this strange pirate, and you lift up the thing as the energy still is flowing through you. You see a lady on top of a ship, like mast. That's at the very top of like the eagle watch point thing, just standing over the edge, smiling, ailing.
Please don't judge my drawings. It's that kind of thing.
No, you're doing pretty quick drawings. Golin's finding this amusing. Pretty good for quick sketches to help you remember.
This one's slab.
And so Slav here, when you get to Slavs and the cat's gone, Skull will remove him from the scene. The markings on Slavs is him just resting on a couch with you alongside the others in the party beside him as he just drinks what seems like a cup of hot chocolate, milk, you don't know.
Okay, I'm already starting to get a theme.
Oh, and the Grand Lich's dead head dusted in the background.
Okay, so it's their like ultimate dreams, right?
This one here is the most confusing. You realize who it is. It was well no the Delahan bodyguard you got. It's her.
Ah, with the big boobs.
And hers is just a picture of her on a chair, just sleeping in front of a building that you do not recognize.
Looks like a really hairy building.
Now, when you get to Volks here, this is Volks. Volks is the most interesting. It's of him meditating in a spot with spirits happily smiling around him with the words, "We are at peace." With it's like, and these all figures look familiar to you. Something that Bulk has spoken of before, it seems.
Are they all monks?
Yep, they look like they could be dressed as monks. You see with your father's dream thing, your father's marking thing, is of him dancing on top of your mother's head.
In a nice way?
No, in a very mean way.
In a nice way. How do you dance on someone's head in a nice way?
Look, don't preference shame me.
And then your mother's. Your mother's one is the most confusing to you. Because it's her standing, kneeling down towards the Grand Lich.
With
So, Goblin's gonna clarify here. The cat whispers into your ear, 4 of these are fake. 4 of these are real.
I think that one's
Which one are you marking as fake?
fake. My dad and my mom's.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
They're good people. My dad loves my mom, you know? I hope.
Okay. And Goblin will allow you to make an intelligence check for each one individually at advantage at this point for each of the things. Your mother and father, Goblin's guessing you don't want to unless you want to roll just in case. So let's go through them in an order from what you found anyway. Is that sound fair? By the way, the energy is still flowing through you even after you got off the water. So let's start the Grand Lich. Full intelligence. Twice, by the way, and take the highest. That 9 will go for the next roll. But anyway, you got a 19 for Grand Lich. You, when thinking about how the Grand Lich is,
I feel like he'd just want to see a bunch of baby birds with their wings ripped off, you know?
actually, this one doesn't make sense to you. Because if there's one thing the Grand Lich has made clear, he wants to rule the world and make people serve him, but he does not want needless suffering that doesn't benefit him. And bird suffering doesn't
That's
really.
absolute bull. There is no chance. No
There's,
chance that he
there's
doesn't want
something in your
needless
mind that makes you
suffering.
think this isn't the Grand Lich's dream.
Okay.
And you made the
What's
connection
3
there.
of them?
Each of these things are dreams. These are the dreams of people. And you have to figure out which ones are the false dreams and which ones are the real dreams.
Okay, in Romier's, are his family dead in the background?
No, his family's not dead in the background. He's just being celebrated by people around him in like a bar. Like he's seen as a hero.
It is plausible. He's an ego. Pirates love being pirates, so that's valid. Sly probably wants a chill life. I know nothing about. I'm gonna go for this one as well, I think.
So you're not going to even bother the rest of the intelligence checks for each one individually
Can
and
I
just
do
go.
an intelligence check on the Dillahan one?
Well, no, the Delhan for ally of yours. Yes, you may make that roll.
Thank you. An 18.
So yeah, you realize by the way she behaves and all that, although she doesn't mind guarding, it's definitely something she doesn't want to do as a dream thing. Or she would already be perfectly happy guarding you guys, etc., and her life would be complete already. So it makes no sense.
And then just to confirm suspicions, I'd like to go for Romier's and then double check my mum and dad ones.
All right, sounds good. So remember, you get to roll twice for these because you're right now understanding everything.
Okay.
Romania, you
That
can't
doesn't help.
fully tell, but it feels like something he would do.
See what I mean? The dice are truly reflecting my current brain. Alright,
But your
my
father,
dad's one.
yeah, you know your father well enough that even like with how bad your intelligence is right now, this makes no flipping sense. It is not his dream. This one was just made to be funny.
And my mum's.
Yeah, that one's also thanks. She actually despises the Grand Lich.
I thought so. I just didn't want it to be some enemies to lovers kind of situation.
That would be so weird. No. No. Oh, that would make
Right.
you and Slab actually step siblings.
Oh, whoa.
That would be so weird to think about. Ugh.
Alright, these ones are the fake ones.
So you declare out loud that those are the 4 fakes?
Yes.
A light shimmers around you as all of that fades away and everything vanishes. and you're back in the real world. And so Goblin's gonna delete all this text because none of it is here anymore, blah blah. And then the cat's back in the last pedestal spot and just smiles at you and is like, impressive, impressive. You figured it out.
Genius is astounding.
But do you know what energy is flowing through you right now?
Can I do an arcana? Is it arcanery?
Knowledge arcana you may make.
Alphabet goals like
From what you can tell, Goblin will give you this information because Goblin believes you can figure it out with this information. You never actually moved from your spot, but within the dream world, when you touch the water, this energy was flowing through you. That only happens in dreams, and it's still flowing through you now. But it's also something that happens when everyone sleeps and provides some form of will. What is it?
melatonin.
What is that? Can someone clarify the Goblin what melatonin is?
It's the sleep hormone that helps you sleep well and deeply.
Well, I mean, that
sleep aid.
Goblin was not expecting that answer, and Goblin is you know what? That somewhat works. That's somewhat similar to what Goblin was thinking. It's the will that the energy restoring way that how we when humans recover from resting and all that. So yeah, that works. It's just a different wording for what Goblin was thinking.
Sorry, I went to science. I should have done more.
Goblin is stupid. Do you forget this?
Oh,
And
I'm not stupid.
yeah, anyway, Goblin's hearing voices in the wind now. So you passed the test, and now
Hey, I have an important question to ask you, Mr. Cat God person.
yeah.
How do you feel about cohabiting?
Oh, I'm gonna clarify. Last session, you actually went through multiple Meowth cards that denied it, and eventually one was like, sure.
Excellent. That's lovely.
Yeah, Goblin forgot to say that. Apologies. Goblin figured it'd be easier, and Goblin knew you were gonna go do that anyway.
I was
So
so stressed this entire time that I was gonna pass it, and he'd be like, "Nope, I don't want to share." You know, like cats often do.
yeah. No, this one was chill about it. He's like getting the ability to fly, and I just have to share my body. Sure.
Whee!
Anyway, everyone's regathered now. Everyone's here.
Yay.
Elijah, the Archangel of
We
Winters,
did
is
it!
here
High
and is standing over Iliad, slowly above her, being like, hello.
five. Is this the one that I'm working to seduce? Don't move him further away from me.
He's like, I'm married! Why does. Like, you know what? I'm breaking the fourth wall here. Tuna fish, for crying out loud. I am married. Just give me a break.
I was told that I was getting upsold to an archangel.
It didn't go as well.
Okay, so Gollum's
Tried
gonna.
best, but he just didn't want it.
So Gollum's gonna clarify here. This is Eliza, the Archangel of Winters. He is the powerful being that, well, is a very powerful being because he literally like rules or handles over the frozen jungle area of the world, and he is not someone to fight. Let Goblin clarify here because Goblin is scared of him personally. So Goblin totally hasn't met him. No, scary guy if you make him mad, and he is very loyal to his one wife, and yeah. Oh,
And
by the
his
way,
one wife is
One wife.
and his one wife is the very hot eye patch lady.
no, she's one of the 12 adventurers, and she's terrified of the Archangel of Winters. His
Oh.
wife, Goblin's gonna clarify, because you did overhear this when these two were trying to persuade for you that, where did, where'd your token go? Anyway, when basically, they were trying to persuade to get him to be with you, basically, for Iliad at least, Iliad, you did hear, because he just told you guys this, but no one would believe you, because no one's even heard such a thing. His wife is the ruler of the reign of lust, uh, Yuki. He's married to a succubus that's ruled the demon of reign of lust.
Married to a succubus and in a monogamous relationship. That
That
does not
feels
sound
world
realistic.
breaking, you know?
No one believes the idea. Like, no one's going to clarify here. All of you have the knowledge. There's always been someone out there in the world, actually, that has tried to accuse this, but no one ever believes it. It's like such a story myth that's spread around the idea of, but it's impossible, because, like, it's a demon of lust, evil. Evil. She is, like, everyone doesn't believe it. And yet now you've got confirmation from him himself, and he's like, no one's ever going to believe you. And you know that for a fact. No one's ever believed anyone that's ever said it.
I'm inclined to
I'm gonna
continue
start
to
a
not
rumor.
believe him. You
If
starting a
I,
rumor?
as a bard,
Write a song
if
about
I, as a
him.
it's what I want to say. If I, as a bard, start writing enough songs about it, people will start believing something about it. They'll be like, the tall tale, it must be true. Yeah, this is my new story arc. We're gonna forget about, what's his face, Nosgog. This is the new thing. We're gonna start writing sagas about this.
I think that's an amazing idea, and even if it doesn't work to convince people, at least every now and then a new song comes out and they'll panic a bit.
The Archangel Winter's just laughing at this as you guys are trying to reveal people, and it's just like, I'm honestly, people just don't believe it. Like, I'm honest about that I'm married, and I never really try and hide it. I prefer not to say it out loud every time, because whenever I do, oh no. And suddenly you hear some whirling, and Golin's gonna go and get
We're gonna
his
meet
wife.
the wife.
Oh
We're gonna
yes.
meet the wife.
Yes. Goblin just forgot to get a token for her, actually, so Goblin's stupid. Um, Goblin's gonna be looking at something. How's one spell succubus again? Goblin's gay.
Succubus.
Okay, got it. Hmm. Okay, like, the way she dresses is not normal for succubuses, is the thing, so Goblin's having a hard time finding a token of her.
Would it be succubuses or succubi?
Succubi is the plural, right?
Oh, so it's
Yeah.
succubi. Yeah, fair
So it
enough.
would
Thank
be a
you.
succubus.
Yeah, succubus and succubi. Yeah. I was about ah. Sorry, brain.
Like, the style that Goblin's thinking of is not normal for succubuses, so it's like Goblin's trying to find one that works that fits what Goblin's thinking. Maybe a tiefling picture, maybe. Maybe just look up a tiefling picture and say it's succubus. That may work better. Yeah, Goblin could probably find one better. Oh, wait, this is actually perfect. This is actually somewhat what Goblin was imagining. Goblin found one. Right, so.
Delete my hard work then.
No, what? What did you just say?
I'll delete my hard work then.
Oh, were you already drawing something up? What? Sorry.
Yeah, it was on Roll20. It wasn't a high quality drawing.
Okay, Goblin's just uploading the GIF and all that. Takes a little bit. It's just the file type of the picture.
Yeah, I know what a GIF is.
Anyway, she comes through a portal and it's like, honey! Like, this is close enough to what Goblin was imagining. And you see this beautiful succubus lady that's pretty short compared to this Archangel of Winters. He's like in this 8 foot range, while she's like a 5 feet range, and she just comes up and hugs him from behind, and it's like, "Dearie, I'm bored."
Answer.
Oh, by the way, she has a huge battle axe on her back, and the Archangel of Winter just sighs, and it's like, "Honey, I'm trying to do some work here. I know, but I want to play." And he just picks her up
Okay,
like,
that guy's a creep. Sorry, I was passing judgment.
you realize
the
this is
tall Arkin.
like she's a full-grown female succubus,
Yeah, it's not about physicality; it's about behavior.
and he's like,
If she acts like a child and you want to date her, you're a creep. You know?
give Goblin a second to clarify it, because Goblin hasn't finished the interaction, and it's like,
Sorry.
why are you acting childish? And she looks and is like, ah, a reason? Why? She's swaying nervously now. What is that line that you just threw? Fail. What?
I don't ask questions. My computer's freaking out. I was trying to draw something else.
But anyway, she's like, I know it annoys you, so I know it makes you pay attention to me. And the Archangel of Winters just puts her over the shoulder, older now. She is, what are you trying to do? And it's like, you know what? Iliad, have fun with my wife for a bit. And he just tosses to you his wife, and she lands on top of you. Make us uh, resist check to not fall over. No, not resist. It's a fortitude save. As this, with a sudden weight dropping on you. Yeah, you managed to catch her just fine. She's like now on you,
Approach her heroically and then wink at her.
and she looks at you and is like, "Theory, I can sense less than you, but I was just annoying my husband. I usually do this and it drives him nuts, and he usually tosses me on to someone to catch. Catch."
You seem like you're in a toxic relationship. Don't worry, I can help.
And she looks at you dumbfounded and is like, "We usually do this as banter. Like, I annoy him with being childish. He tosses me away, and then I go back and make it up with him in a simple way. He loves his
Okay, you can
games."
sit over here and do some therapy with me.
And she just gets up out of your arms, and she just brings out a chessboard and is like, "Want to play some chess, Theory?"
I feel like you need some couples therapy.
Hmm. Eh, we go through weird phases. Phases I get what you mean at
Can I not
times.
convince her that I can become her therapist and get paid for it?
Roll diplomacy check here. And anyone may assist Iliad at. Okay, you're gonna need a major assist if you want to pull that off.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
man,
that. I
please,
am going to
please
do that.
help.
Oh, oh, now you want my help. Hey,
Oh boy.
You
Okay,
got
that's
my
a major
great
help.
diplomacy.
Like I want you to roleplay what you guys say to try and persuade her for, and even Eliza, because you're trying to display like couples therapy. Um, Basically, you're trying to persuade them for some therapy, and apparently pay you for it. Give Goblin a roleplay of it.
You know,
I know it can be really hard when you guys have been together for so long and it's so easy to just chalk it up to banter or, you know, just how you guys are. But it's so important that you guys are always on the same page and maintaining the same stuff. And if your way to get attention paid to you is by doing something to irritate him, then that feels like something you guys do need to talk about.
What does Romeo add
I
to
mean,
this?
coming from ice and fire, you know, it's always sometimes difficult to have those two mesh, and sometimes it can mesh together if you have a helping hand. Look at the wise words our great friend Ileana just shared to you. Don't you think that with her guidance, your relationship can grow and blossom into something even more beautiful than it already is?
Okay, so with those lines, and honestly, Iliad, Goblin's gonna give Iliad some bonuses for that very well said thing. He
Sounds like what
decides,
I'm training for in real life.
oh, right, Goblin forgot that's what you're going for. Anyway, the Juki, the, well, basically ruler of the Reign of Lust, she just sighs and is like, yeah, and honestly, I'm just, don't get why you are so busy, Eliza. And I will pay you for this, but I'm just trying to figure out why my husband's busy right now, so give us a moment. And he just sighs and is like, okay, so you know what, read this. He hands her a piece of paper, and she reads over it, and is like, no, uh, um, hmm, hmm. No wonder you've been so busy. I'm a terrible wife. I don't blame you.
I feel like we need to stop with this negative self talk.
Agreed. And he just pats her on the head lightly and is like, you really do need to learn to not too negatively self-talk. That's coming from me. And she just starts laughing.
I don't know what's on the note, and it's between you two, but I think it is
So,
really important to remember that there is a huge difference between people who spend time with you and people who make time to spend with you.
And she's like,
and that concludes your first session. That's 50 gold pieces.
Are you setting my prices now?
Shh, we're getting money. Let me do this.
so Eliza's like, you realize I would make time if I was allowed to. Right now, with the situation at hand, there's a reason I'm actually here, and that's to ensure that you guys have the means to get strong enough to defeat the Grand Lich, and that your action is actually still there, which by the way, from my visit here so far, you guys are still secured, unlike the others. Just the Juki just nods her head and is like, "Yep, yeah, this is a delicate situation you're in, dear. We'll make some time. Maybe I can help you with this. That's how you can make some time together. Yeah, that's all right." And Eliza's like, if you want to. I know you don't want too many people knowing about the relationship. I was never caring about it that much, but I know that the reign of lust can be taken back over if we're not careful about it, and I do not want you getting hurt from the insane psychos within the reigns of lust and all the reigns of hell. And she's like, I'll be fine, dearie. Good. I need to take a bit more responsibility in being a good wife and helping you during these troubling times. As for you guys, your payment will not be in gold, but in something else. I don't know. It's very much useful to you in your situation. And she begins searching through a pouch, and she's like, where is that item? No. Oh, and she starts throwing out books, like oversized dead imp shells. So she like cartoonishly is throwing out just a boatload of stuff that makes no sense and just starts scurrying around and then vanishes after a bit back into the pouch. And she's like, aha! And she pulls out this strange red chest, twice her size. It's like Goblin's gonna draw up the size of the chest really quick in red. It's a big red chest that's about this big. And she's like, "This is the most useful thing for you." And she puts down. Why are you hitting Goblin's back in the chest?
Huh?
You almost got Goblin's bonded on the hit in the chest. You draw the chest over. Anyway, well, Slav's bonded choice, but anyway. And she states this: within this chest, which you will get to keep if you can carry it out. If not, it will just teleport back to my place. Within it is what you'll need greatly during your quest. Yes. And it's worth a lot more than 50 gold pieces.
I like stuff worth more than 50 gold pieces.
And she kisses her husband on the hips and pulls him in really close. And he just rolls his eyes but kisses back now.
Excellent. We helped.
And Elijah's like, well, we should probably get going. I've done what I needed to here. And just to clarify, what I meant by protection is something you'll probably learn in the future. Because if I know one thing about the Grand Lich, he's going to get annoyed. He will call it out. So you'll learn in the future anyway. And then they vanish through a portal. While still hugging each other closely.
Yay. What's
Well,
in the
that's
chest?
one weird marriage.
It's terrible. It's terrible in my opinion, in my professional opinion, while respecting the boundaries of confidentiality.
You know, I'm honestly happy we didn't got you rubbed off on him. He sounds like he's not the best husband.
Right? Thank you.
Let's see what stuff they left for us, though.
You suddenly feel a block of ice hit your head. And it has a note saying, dude, I literally have so many responsibilities I haven't gotten sleep in the last 3 months!
That kind of sounds like a you problem, not your wife's problem.
Exactly. Boo hoo.
And then you suddenly get lit on fire. And it's like, do not disrespect my husband.
We're
You do not.
defending you. We're respecting your self-respect.
The definition of toxic makes some sense why you sell signal.
Okay, fine. I'll settle for some random archangel that's constantly working and won't support me in any way, but is always happy to let me support him with his work that he chose to do.
Oh boy. You got okay. Yeah, you're not gonna get help from them in the future anymore at this point, and Slav is just looking at you like you're the most biggest idiots ever for disrespecting their. Because here's the thing: powerful beings, goblins are clarified within the world's lore. They get stressed out a lot because they have to deal with a lot of bull crap that it's quite insane what they deal with. Goblin Lights of War, they're not perfect people. They're not trying to portray themselves as gods.
Far from it.
But it's very stressful for them, the things they deal with. It is very serious that Goblin is clarifying. He literally hasn't actually gotten sleep in 3 months, and he hasn't got really a say in the matter.
Look, she called me single first. I had to retaliate, and I think she's settled.
Yeah, the chest is still there, but it seems like some of the stuff vanished that you would have gotten. That aside, within the chest, you're standing on a table now. Okay. Now you're not. And now you are. Why are you standing on a table? That's meant to be like.
I thought it was like a platform, you know?
Nope, it's a table.
Go on, what's in the box?
Within this chest is one, it looks like there's a pile of dragon scales, about enough to make some dragon hide armor, and there is other rare materials such as mithril. There's enough ingots of mithril to make what seems like probably mithril armor of some sort, like one type of mithril armor you could make with it. And the other two things Goblin's thinking, so it's dragon scales, mithril. There's also some braces in there, and Goblin's thinking of the final thing. What was it again? Ah, right, a crown.
The crown.
So,
Sorry, Phil has left and is returning soon.
oh, something happened to Phil.
A thunderstorm power outage.
Power outage. Oof.
Also, while we wait for him to come back, you mind if I just run downstairs and get some painkillers?
Go ahead, that's absolutely fine. Goblin understands that kind of thing happens. But yeah,
Thank you. I'll be like 30 seconds. They're just downstairs. Be right back.
no problem. Thanks. Okay. So, Goblin's gonna check chat. Does anything happen? Oh, yep. Oh, really? Goblin will raise the voices here. Players, sorry if they're so quiet. Like Goblin's gonna take a look here. Yeah, so there you go. Goblins raised the voices of Goblin's players, so you should be able to hear them better. Goblin's hearing them fine, but Goblin forgot they were a bit lower. So yeah, Goblin understands that happened. Fail. No, Goblin hopes you like. Were you live streaming today at all? Or not this time around the session. Goblin hopes it didn't disrupt your stream. And thank you, Pixel, for reminding Goblin to raise the volume. Thank you for that. Uh, Other than that, Goblin's checking. But yeah, Goblin's gonna note down what Goblin has. Goblin's gonna go and note down what Goblin. So Luke, about enough dragon scales for hide armor. Enough mithril for mithril armor. Goblin is misspelling that incorrectly. Crown and braces. How's Goblin spell mithril? Oh, that's how you spell mithril. Okay. Like, how Goblin wants some advice, people. Thank you for letting Goblin know, Phil. But Goblin was not trying to portray the relationship between Yuki and Eliza as that toxic. Like, sure, he's been really busy, and so it's been driving her nuts that she has been acting childish about it because she's not sure what else to do to get his attention. But he's deliberately not trying to. It's actually like what's happening is so major that he hasn't had time to even sleep. And so Goblin like has been like so many lives are at stake if the Archangel of Winters fails that yeah, so Goblin was trying to portray that correctly, but they still love each other deeply. It's just like Eliza, the Archangel of Winters, has no say in his time to rest and be there for his wife with what is happening. So it's been exhausting him actually a lot.
I'm back.
So Goblin just wants some advice. How does Goblin, if that ever happens in the future, how does Goblin portray that better, that kind of stressful situation? Hello. Goblin just chatting in chat.
Hello. Sorry, chat to disturb. I'm gonna feel human again in about 20 minutes. Wish me luck.
Fair enough. It's just like, yeah, Goblin was just trying to figure out, because Goblin didn't mean to portray Eliza's and Yuki's relationship as toxic. Genuinely, what is happening with Eliza has kept him up for a long period of time, and he has not had proper time for rest in months at all. So, we're very hard on him recently, and on his wife, as you can tell.
Hey, okay,
Hmm.
hi.
Hello.
Sorry about that. Really, really bad just for like, I don't know, 5 minutes. Terrible rain and thunder. Power went out, but it came back on immediately.
Yes.
So we're good to
At
go. We're
least
good to
it's
go. We're good to go.
back.
Yep.
At
That's very good
least.
to hear. But with that being said and done, with the chest, and you guys get all the loot. So, Colin's just going to reiterate. You guys got enough dragon scales for dragon hide armor, enough mithril for mithril armor, and a crown and bracers.
You know what? That is very much worth the time and energy. And making a enemy of the god of ice and the god of lust or whatever.
Well, they don't see themselves as gods. See, goblins are declared by here. Powerful beings, they downright declare that they are not gods. Because like those like Zeus declared themselves as gods before. And because of that, power got to their heads, and they were targeted by corruption quite a bit and a lot of suffering. Like that's why the more powerful beings happened, is because of Zeus like going around and violating a lot of women and doing terrible things because power got to his head. In order to keep themselves humble and prevent them from doing that, the powerful beings declared that, yeah, no, we're not gods.
Oh, okay.
So if we want to annoy them, we'll call them gods. Thank you.
Oh, gosh.
Now we know.
Yeah, you would get them annoyed of that.
Now the question
I
is,
feel
when
like
would we
if
have
we
to annoy a
annoy
god?
them, if we annoy them anymore, we are going to get smoted or smited or smoked. Smite.
Smooted.
Smote, right? Smooted.
Well, basically, you can either be frozen to death by the Archangel of Winters or turn into smoldering ash by the rule of the Reign of Lust. So pick your
So
poison.
yeah, I think let's not pick another enemy.
Yeah.
Or just continue writing songs about them.
Eh.
Yes, the songwriting. We should start that.
Anyway, this lady is like, enough with all that just happened. Please, I don't want you guys to think of the powerful beings. Are you? I don't know how. She is stressed beyond belief right now. Now, look, let's just get your contracts done, made, and over with. And she suddenly presses a button on the table, and within it, suddenly some gems start popping out. There is a little blue gem, and some gems of different colors, green, etc. It seems like these are all different gems alongside papers of contract. And it's like, who wants to start first?
I'll start first, I guess. Since I'm here already. I am
He
nosy
looks you
after
dead in the
all.
face and takes a gem that looks like a sapphire that is blue with hints of white scattered about, and it's shaped like a ninja star. And she's like, "So this is a special sapphire jewel for the ninja frog contract you have." Which your little frog friend comes over here. Now, the way this works, I want you to choose one thing for me. One, to make sure you read the contract fully and to sign it. But two, to choose where you want this gem to be at on your clothing or even in your own body, if you want, or even your weapon. And then also, with that gem, a marking will appear in an area close to it. it's like a tattoo in a sense, but it's not. It's a bonded contract mark where they will be stored at and where they will rest most of the time. And then when you need them to come out, they will pop out through there or come out in the disguise form to hang out with you guys when they're not using their energy for combat, etc. That makes sense.
That makes sense, yes.
Very good. Now, here's the contract. Does Romania read over all the details?
Nah, Romanier doesn't read. Romanier doesn't read. He just signs.
That seems like a terrible idea.
She just looks at you, slap her hands to her face, and is like, alright, just mark on your body with that same ink where you want the gem to go to on the clothing piece, and it will fuse into your clothes naturally, or your weapon, or wherever you want it, and it will make things work.
I make the mark on my forehead.
You're having a gem on your forehead.
Okay, that's an interesting place. Anyway, the gem magically starts floating and hovering as it hovers around, and it goes and molds in your head as you feel your own skull just go, but it doesn't hurt at all. It feels natural as the gem infuses into your head, and basically these black markings of ink and bluish darkness appear and wrap around your head, making this like ninja mask over your head all the way down to your lip area bottom, going over your eyes, and as they yeah, and then they vanish and fade, and they only appear whenever you summon up your creature. As the frog goes and goes hovering around in a sparkling dust and enters into the gem. Now, if you have a token for the frog, that'd be cool. But if not, then cool. Find your
I have
female
one in the
ninja frog.
works.
But anyway, yeah. Now you have a gem in your head. And also the contract
Yay!
fades to make the ink, so it infuses in with everything else. And the contract is infused into the gem and makes the ink detail designs that vanish away whenever your bonded is in the gem.
Okay.
Or when they take the disguise form. So only time that the markings will appear is when your bonded contract is out and in combat form. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes,
Now,
makes sense.
you get the following buff. And by the way, this is first stage bonded contracts.
Ooh.
You've not gotten strong enough to handle the rest of it. So take note of this wherever you see fit, but just remember you have these effects. Like you can put it in
Okay.
notes, you can put it in other, put it where you want. The markets your bonded familiar boost. You get 1 advantage whenever you try and hide and move silent. And 2, any spells you cast, you can, if it deals damage, you get an extra +1 water damage per spell level. So, not saying water, it's like the idea of like, basically like cold damage, let's say. So it's cold damage. And it's like a little spew of cold is added to your damage of your spells.
Did
Or
you
if
say
it's a
+1 or +2 water damage? +1.
+1 per spell level. So if you cast like level 2, it's a
+1.
damage spell. But if it's a boosting spell, basically it boosts the time and effect of like how long it lasts. So like if it only normally lasts an hour, it adds an extra hour to the spell as water will flow around you, increasing your effectiveness of your magic, etc. So
Okay.
basically, it increases duration or damage. Basically, does that make sense?
Yes.
By either like an extra +1 minute or an extra hour if it's an hour one, or +1 damage per spell level. That's all the details of it. Now, with Romania's being done, who is next?
I shall go next.
Please read the contract.
I'm going to read the contract.
So so what happens for you is very interesting. So she's like, so with the uniqueness of your contract, 1, you will not get the full power of either one. You'll get a split even between us because of the uniqueness of your contract. But not only that, let me just show you. And suddenly 2 gems start flowing towards you. One is a pair of dragon wings that are shattered in two special separate lanes. It's an oxen-like jet, like a Sibian in color and shape, but it's clear through. And the other one is a cat, but it seems like it's altering and ready and hovering to bond with the wings. And two contracts appear. And it's like you have to sign two contracts, and the powers will be split, but you have to sign this one first, and then sign the other, and then plop it where you want the gem to be. And if you want as well, you can. I will note. He states, you can have it so although the gem is in your clothes, the markings will appear on your skin. You just have to mark that clearly by brushing the brush onto the cloth first, then putting it onto your skin. Does that make sense?
Understood.
Very good. And he gives you first the black Darkamore contract first. Do you begin reading?
Yes.
By the definition of this contract, you have chosen to have a bonded contract with a Darkamore. This Darkamore must be kept alive as much as possible. They do not die normally. They are immortal, but there have been rare cases of when, such as the Darkamore, have been killed alongside other bondeds. Prevent that from happening at all costs as their species are low. In such situations, you'll be warned of in advance by the contract itself by warning you there's a creature around that has managed to kill or can possibly kill your bonded contract, that creature. Any such death that happens to your bonded contract creature, you will feel your own life force be drained from you, but also your own capabilities be cut in half completely. To clarify that in rule terminology, basically you will get like -5 to all stats. Your spell slots will be cut in half until you basically try and find a way to bring back the bonded contract.
Excellent. And if they both happen to die, would I lose 10 or are they one
It
thing at a
would not
time?
stack because if one of them dies, both of them die because they're sharing the same body.
Brilliant. Well, not brilliant. I hope they don't die. Brilliant.
Yeah. And remember these details, please. And Goblin will even go over this session a few times just to remind Goblin himself about these details. Goblin does forget things sometimes. And alongside, do not make any too close relationships to the point where you get romantic. There has been situations where bonded has lost their immortality because they have fallen in love with their bonded contract user. There will not be heavy consequences for this, but it's preferable not to. We just discourage it, urge it for the well-being of not only you, but also your bonded contract. At, 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 at any point, if it does happen, you are to report it so we may prepare to make it so you can handle any of the parenting process that will happen, as you are one of the few cases where you will be able to actually provide them kids or be the bearer of the kids. Which means that you can help repopulate the bonded people from going extinct. It is a complicated
So
process,
it
and we will
would be
not.
a good thing to become a Darkmoor breeder.
What? What?
They're an
is
endangered
highly
species.
is highly discouraged though, because those who have gotten bonded so close have said to have vanished in unnatural ways to places beyond our comprehension, or even have said to have interfused and become something else beyond our understanding and have vanished from existence. No one has recollection of these people, but there has been evidence to suggest that something horrific happens if the bond gets too strong. Or maybe something glorious, but no one knows the details or what happened. It is best to avoid this outcome as much as reasonably possible. Fusion is forbidden. And in any circumstance that is needed to save a life, in a scenario where basically someone may need to be fused with someone else to prevent death, if only if the bonded agrees to do so of their own accord, or then is willing to deal with the fact is that they will hunt down for the rest of their life to be executed. Will this be tolerated? And be aware of one thing. Do not let the Grand Lich get his hands on your bonded. Also remember to be compassionate and a good person. That is all.
Oh no, I'm gonna
That's gonna
break
be
the
hard,
contract
Liliana.
immediately. Flip you. Flip you. I
I
can
only
make the
speak
joke about
truths.
myself, but you can't.
Fine. I'll go sit in the corner.
But yeah,
Good, you're grounded.
after you read the Darkamore contract, what do you do?
I agree to the terms and conditions of this contract,
So you sign
and
the
then I
Darkamore
sell
one.
my personal data.
Okay, so you sign.
All right, I've
Dark-
got a question.
Yes.
Out of campaign, pure theory, theoretical.
Yes.
Darkamore are endangered species, but it's highly important that they don't become soul bonded or attached to their tamer. But if I set them up with someone, is that within the bounds of the contract to repopulate the Darkamore populations?
Yes, that would be allowed.
Excellent. I'm gonna make you the cutest girlfriend ever.
Anyway, that aside, Goblin will clarify in the terminologies because Goblin's not an actual legal person. In the actual legal terminology, basically, it's just basically don't be stupid and make sure that you keep your Darkamore alive and well and safe.
Oh, I've got another question. You said that I can't fuse with them unless I'm prepared to be hunted down forever and it's an immediate, risk of loss of life. What is the benefit to fusing?
So fusion is forbidden in almost every place, like Goblin clarified. Fusion is forbidden. And normally, Goblin's going to clarify, normally, males and females cannot be fused together. Their own biological and soul essence just reject each other that mutates and goes, you basically automatically just become a corrupted and split apart, becoming horrific, like moldering bodies of death. And so, but for some reason, the bonded, if it ever happens, their own soul just, their own logic of their creation, they are the only ones known to actually alter to the same gender as the person that they are bonded to if they fuse. Which has never been known and is seen as very strange. It's not hated upon, but it's definitely not normal.
What is the benefit to that? Will it help me in combat in a serious fight?
The knowledge about how fusion works and how powerful it is very restrained and kept secret. Like you, with your love of architectural investigation, you've definitely found like some ancient ruins that have talked about it, and places that spoke about fusion and how powerful it is. Fusion basically takes the powers of both people, puts them together in one, and amplifies it by 10. It makes them very powerful.
So it is a technically viable last-ditch effort, but should be avoided.
Yes, because usually it is permanent and undoable.
Okay.
But
so if
people,
like the fate of the world rested on me becoming a what, moldering slug person, then I could do it.
Well, no, you would not become a moldering slug person, because if you do it with your bonded contract, I was going to clarify here, if you fuse with your bonded contract, this gender would alter to yours until basically you unfuse. It's a whole weird thing, and usually bonded who have ever unfused after that process have been greatly traumatized by it, actually. It's a very complex thing of the mental health state and things that are not understood fully of how magic works within the world, but it is definitely a complex issue that is debated to this day, but is basically just held at bay until people can have a full understanding of how it works.
Okay, understood. I signed the contract. All is clear. Understood.
Well,
Is the cat one the same?
Yeah, the cat one's basically the same, with one minor detail. Remember to not let the Darkamore consume the Meowth card. To clarify, the Darkamore, the reason why they don't have bodies, just to remind you, is because the corruption can affect them the easiest out of all the bonded, and bonded are very much not wanted to be turning into, well, that. So to avoid it, basically just don't let it happen. And then, yeah, after you sign it, basically your pen is now ready to let you put where the gem you want is, etc.
Forehead. Let's be forehead gem twins.
I don't want to be a forehead gem haver. I was thinking my
Fine.
bow, but I feel like in the interest of safety and concealment, my back would be a better option. I want them on the back of my neck.
Okay.
You know, like at the top of
Still
my
close
spine.
enough to the head.
Yeah.
So, Iliad, when you put it to the back of your head, do you try and put the markings anywhere else, or do you just want it in your body and back of your neck?
I want it all concealed so it's not obvious I have them unless I want people to know I have them.
Well, no. The markings vanish whenever your bonded contract is not out. So the markings are not
And what
on
does the
Romeo.
marking look like? Can I put that on my forehead?
Yeah, so to clarify, the marking basically takes a shape of like what type of bonded familiar you have in a unique way. Like it will have wings for you alongside magical cat cards, etc. It makes like this magical mystical shape, like in a way, the same way these wings are for this token to use just to mark that it's a
Oh, I
Darkamore.
want that on my shoulder blades.
But it also gives like cat features, so like it'll give this sense of like this draconic cat-like shape, like how it has a ninja frog like mask over Romanier. It will do the same for you, but on your back and give you wings and like cat tail and a cat face on the back. That makes sense.
Oh, now I'm really mad I didn't get the cat.
Oh,
Oh come on, you have a
I
cool
feel
ninja
really
frog.
bad.
Oh, the chest
Oh,
is
the
gone by the
cat.
way since she decided not to
Feel
keep it.
bad. Wait, we got the stuff out of it though, right? Right?
Yeah, you guys
Okay.
said you probably got out of it, so Goblin's guessing you took it out when you saw it. Oh, you guys.
Excellent.
So you choose
So
upon
yeah, I
that.
want that on my back as well.
So basically, those dragon wings and a cat face with some cards appear on your back, and then these two vanish, and now your token, like basically, there's a gem on your neck. So Goblin's gonna describe the gems. Goblin forgot to do that, but the gem, like they basically fuse together and enter into your skin, and you feel it entering in, like it's infusing into your mind itself. And also, you do hear the voices in your head. So when you hear a frog just going, and just giving you peace of mind.
Maybe this is what I need.
I feel like that's a good call for you.
And then for Iliad, you get a cat that is chatting with a dragon playing poker.
You know what? I'm down. Can I have it that my cat ends every sentence with meow? Just feel like it's a good look.
I shall do it because, in all honesty, I find that funny. Meow.
Yay!
He just did it because he found it funny that you wanted that.
I'm gonna redraw the token, I think.
Yeah. Very well. Now, Slav is gonna go next because Pixel's not here. Goblin's gonna still have him like go, but Goblin will let him just roleplay out what happens. So Slav looks at the contract and is like, "You probably should have read this, Romania," as he signs it.
Who needs reading?
And Slav decides to put the gem in his right arm, like where his wrist is at, and marks it there. And then the little wolf-like pup bashes into it as it has like it's a icy blue like gem with glowing white eyes. Nice, and the markings appear of like that of a winter dance, hence of lightish blue markings that make it like a dance of snow happens alongside a few pops. That's what happens with Slav. And he's like, I want to see how this submarine works. Boom. And suddenly his bonded comes out. And she stands there taller than him.
She's taller than him.
Oh, whoa.
Well, we learned that he's actually not that short. But he's still our short little guy.
I should have got that diminished person spell.
Yeah, so Sly is like 5'1", she's like 6'5".
5'1" is short.
Well, short for your standards. Goblin standards, he's a giant. But for for human standards, he's short. But for Goblin standards, he's a giant. But this girl is just like standing above him. Just looks at him as like, you realize you wasted my time. You wasted your summoning time to use me in combat, right? And so I was like, we're not gonna be fighting anytime soon. It's like, yeah. So I think you haven't told them yet, lady, but for you guys, we only have a limited time frame we can be out in these combat forms. So you may want to time it whenever you have us out. Once we go back in, you can only summon us like once a day, and you have to wait for about a long rest, I believe, or just a good long sleep to restore your capability to bring us out in combat form. And what else is there? Oh, yes. Basically, the amount of time we can last this out is basically based on how capable you guys are, how capable each of you are right now. It's about 4 hours will last. Basically, guys, our game is 4 hours they will last because it's your current class level, or your current level. So, how many hours they last out is basically 4 hour every hour per level. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. And then Iliad, Goblin needs to give Iliad what she gets. So one, from your dark side, the dark dragon, Darkuma, you don't get like because usually each one gives like 2 miniature features for your first time getting it until you get stronger and all of that. But because you have 2, you only get 1 feature from each one. So the Darkuma, you get basically less 10 to hide checks as long as you're in the dark and move silent checks. So basically, as long as you're in the dark, you get
Hide and
move silent.
Silent.
Plus 10.
Silent in darkness. Okay.
And
Who's that one from? That's from
Darkamore. Now for the other one, and remember, it's only in the darkness. If you ever in the light or get exposed to like even moonlight, etc., or torchlight, the bonus is gone.
Okay.
So, but for the other one, your Meow's card. Meow's card provides the following. Whenever you cast a spell, you may change its descriptor from whatever damage type it was, like Fireball, into or any descriptor at all, to the nature descriptor type, which means it's a nature spell. And by doing that, you can override any damage resistances and make a nature ball, which basically works like Fireball, but it's instead plants that do the same amount of damage.
And is that purely aesthetic then?
Well, not only that, whenever you cast a nature spell, add plus basically your level to damage, your class level damage. Basically, right now, if you were to cast, or plus basically or to any effect reasonably. That's a reasonable effect, like actually no, mainly damage spells. Or
So, can change any cast spell into a nature spell with a plus level to damage.
yeah, plus class level of damage. So and also an extra plus like 1 hour per 2 class levels to a spell's duration or minutes. Like so, like if it's less is like 2 minutes for you, just add an extra 2 minutes for being level 4, etc. If it's nature
Okay.
descriptor, that's the effects.
Excellent.
So basically, just to clarify, bonded how they work, other than just summoning and getting them and stuff, whenever you get stronger and get upgrades from them, it goes around your base class and how you fight as a character. So the bonded do adapt to who you are. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Other than that, Goblin's gonna have Bulk get his bonded contract and let him, when Pixel comes next session, or to decide what happens with that. And so wherever it is at, Pixel will decide that next time Pixel is here for a session, and Goblin will talk about him afterwards and all that. Basically, Goblin's just gonna say he did get the gem somewhere, etc. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
And she's like, well, with all you guys' new loot and your bonded contracts complete, let me double check your quest details, because now you've completed powerful tames. What extra gold? Alright, so yeah, so you just get 50 gold each. We're paying you for this, so here's your 50 gold for all of you. And your quest is completed.
Hey, 50 gold.
That's 50 gold each, right?
50 gold each, yeah. And
Yay.
Goblin
That's
will
what I'd
clarify
like to
once
hear.
again. A sack falls from the sky and has the Grand Lich's name saying, "For the party that's been annoying me." And she just sighs and slaps her hand to her face.
Look, us annoying him was purely accidental.
No, it wasn't. I blow a kiss up to the air. Thank you, Pookie Bear.
It was the
Yeah?
Grand Lich who just said that too.
I know. It's called being chaotic.
Your
Well,
chaos.
do you guys search the bag?
Of course we do. It's free loot.
So within this bag, you open up,
Plus, allegedly, the Grand Lich would never cause any sort of suffering or unnecessary harm.
and in the bag, there's nothing. It's empty. But it feels like there's something in there when you lift it up.
Huh.
Is it a prank bag or is it a hidden secret kind of bag?
Well, are you going to figure out why it still feels like there's something in there, yet it's empty looking inside?
Yes, I'd like to get my pokey stick from when Romeo had Jesterpox. And are you okay, baby? Yeah, my cat's throwing up. But I poke the bag.
So when you poke the bag, like Owen's guessing it, you're poking inside of it or the outside.
The inside.
So when you poke the inside with the
Ah,
stick, it suddenly vanishes within, and like there's something it's touching, and you realize it's something invisible.
I don't know, I'm gonna take the gamble. Should we pull it out? Ashley, baby.
You know, let's pull it out. Let's do it. Grab the invisible object.
So you pull it out, and you realize what you're holding, because once you get it fully pulled out, you realize it turns off, and now you see as a skull falls out of a helmet. It's probably an invisibility helmet that someone's head was cut off from, and it was stayed invisible because there's still a head in it.
Can I just immediately put the helmet on my head?
Yeah, so Romania, you put it on your head, and you vanish from everyone's sight, but also from your own. You can't tell where you are now, so I'll just gonna remove your token from the board.
Can I somehow feel my way over to pickpocket Ileana to try and get the artifact from her?
Are you sure that's what you want to do?
I want to try something.
Roll, just roll percentage. Roll percentage, which is a D100.
Just 100, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you manage to stumble around, like you bump into Slav, you realize, and he's like, "What the? Romania, what are you doing?" And you stumble on over, and you're in front of Tuna Fish now.
Can I pickpocket her now?
Roll with advantage, but Tuna Fish roll with advantage to spot.
What do I roll?
So roll sleight of hand, where you want, twice.
Where is it?
And take the higher of the two.
Where is it?
It's alright. You basically already got it.
I'm just.
It's actually so Ilya. You feel like something is happening, but you can't seem to spot what. But you can tell something's happening in your pocket. While Romania, you do okay, but you realize Ilya's putting the pieces together.
While putting the pieces together, I'd like to draw my weapon.
Slav randomly guesses and tackles you down. Romania. So Goblin's gonna roll see if he hits you or not. So say high or low, Romania.
Low.
Low, okay. Yep, so you manage to duck and avoid Slav jumping, tackling you. But as he heads on over your head, the helmet's knocked off, and Ilya can see your hand in her pocket. Alright, so you grab the artifact.
Can I just grab it and run? Like just
yeah.
just run.
Just run.
Just grab it and run.
Make a grapple grab for him. I don't know if it'd be grapple, but like a grab to try and catch him before he gets spotted.
Yep, you may do that. In fact, it will count as your attack of opportunity grapple check because you can grapple attack of opportunity people instead of attacking them. So,
what do I do to try and slip out of that?
You need to grapple right back at him. So both of you roll grapple. Since you try and run at the same time, Ilya gets advantage.
Oh, advantage! Yay!
And Romania gets disadvantage.
Oh.
So roll again, Romania.
Oh, but a 21 was so clean.
So Ilya got 10, Romania got 9, so Romania technically barely lost. So Ilya, you managed to barely grab onto him as he's trying to run, and Romania
just about grab his tailcoat.
Yep. And basically, as you're grabbing him, Romania just falls down because he's bad balancing and focusing on stuff. And you just fall with him as you both fall to the ground, and the artifact just rolls on over the slab.
I quickly crawl to it, try to grab it again.
Slab quickly picks it up before you can.
I cast glitter dust.
One, give if you already said you were trying to go over to it, so now you have to do Iliad's turn right now.
So
Was
is the glitter dusted thing
not
cast?
happening. Not yet. It will be
Not yet.
next turn for Romeo to do that.
Okay, so while he's crawling away, I'd like to get my dagger and aim it directly at his Achilles heel.
Roll to hit.
I'd I roll to hit again? That's
That
melee
would be a
attack,
melee
right?
attack. So
Quick.
he's prone. So, but you probably don't hit this
I don't
because
mind if I actually miss, because that would be quite problematic to have him unable to walk.
yeah. So he still, even while being prone, dodges it and fairly okay, but he still notices the knife trying to be stabbed in his heel. But then you hear behind you guys, enough! As all of you suddenly have the fear effect and you're terrified right now.
Oh, can't he cast one glitter dust? I want to see how it works.
God will allow it to still be cast in panic by Romania. So Romania, click spell information.
If you would still like to cast it, Romeo, of course.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hopefully we'll run into Nazgul on our way out or something.
So you put in the information for the spell, right, and clicked it.
I'm not gonna cast the spell. No.
Okay. So
The option.
with the fear effect on, the head 12 adventurer lady is like, I get it, you guys struggle to get along or trust one another, and that happens in adventure parties all the time. But this behavior in the king's castle, alongside with the world at stake, is not the time nor the place. So I expect you all to leave peacefully at this point and deal with your issues outside. Any questions?
Started it. The king's castle.
Goblins
I
not
got
hearing
nothing to say to
anything.
you.
Can I have
I'm
my
not saying
books back?
it's on the ground. Go pick it up. I just wanted to try it. Last time I wanted to do something and it actually helped. So I'm not gonna say what I wanted to do. So figure it out on your own.
You could have just asked for it. I thought we built up trust, but no, you got a little helmet with a skull in it, and now you want to just betray all the trust we've been building. You're
It's
dead to
not to
me.
betray the trust. It's to do the thing because you wouldn't have let me do it.
Yeah, he just kicked out the building at this point. You know,
Kicked
outside the
out
king's
of the king's castle?
because, well, one, you wouldn't stop. Two, yeah, but otherwise, what about just you two?
I'm heartbroken.
So Goblin's just gonna drag you guys here. Goblin's gonna just move these old tokens here. You guys just moving the new ones down here. So you're outside the king's castle. With your, which by the way, the bonded went in banished because of the time frame. Goblin's gonna hide the old castle thing. You cannot see. You do not know what's inside anymore right now because you were kicked out pretty quickly. Anyway,
Womp womp.
Slab just looks to you both as he hands back the cube to Iliad. And it's like, Romania, just learn to use your words. As he has the helmet now in his hands, because he's like, you're not getting this back, by the way. And he just puts it away, hiding it.
Fine. Be like that.
I don't want to deal with the sulky Romeo for the rest of our journey. What did you want the box for? Be the bigger person.
It's too late. We're kicked out of the castle now. There was something inside there that I wanted to press your cube on, because every time I pressed your cube on something, it lit up. No, I didn't want to press it on the lady who had an eye, who lost an eye.
I kind of wanted to.
Same page. I should have talked.
You suddenly feel a mental fog in your head. Just be like, you could just ask if they could press the item onto the cube for you guys, because they don't mind helping out adventurers, just because one made a stupid mistake.
No, it's not the same.
So I was like, what did you even want to press it to anyway?
Well, I wanted to lift up her eye patch and press it on whatever was behind it.
Oh my god.
You know what? No.
You see now why I wanted to be invisible?
Dude, Gollum's gonna
very
just
glad
get
you
out game
didn't
right
do
now.
that. We
Gollum's gonna
would've-
do an out game moment right here. Romania would have been killed on the spot. You would have
Oh,
died.
you know what? Actually, you're selling it.
Like, Gollum's not kidding. She would have killed you for that.
Well, she's
Like-
no fun.
Okay, Gollum needs to stop rewarding you guys for doing stupid things.
Have you met the party? We're called the Airheads.
Fair enough. But yes, that aside.
Justify that name when we arrived, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Goblin's just wanting to do the travel stuff if you guys want to do that, if that is alright, and then we can end the session. It's far getting late for you guys at this point, correct?
Yeah.
Not hugely
Getting
late,
there.
but it's approaching.
Yes, that's why Goblin thinks it's just best to do the travel segment, because so Volk did, or Pixel did choose the third quest that you guys had taken, because Goblin wanted to make sure everyone got a say on quest. And you guys are doing Finding Allies quest. Which, by the way, yeah, you have plenty of time on. So, he also stated, Goblin finds it funny, Pixel just wanted more females, apparently.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So that, even though it's like a title girl, Yellow Hand, Death Knight, your bonded contracts. Apparently, that's not enough hot females. Apparently, more. Okay. That aside,
Because we want to be able to do stuff with the females. They gotta stop being married in monogamous relationships.
yeah, okay. That aside, I was not going to get into that kind of discussion. So there is a specific destination in mind. Finding allies one is outside of the kingdom, but within finding these allies, there's a specific cold area that is often like not checked out enough for possible allies for the kingdom and the situation, and it's highly recommended this area to try for someone to go and find allies there. It's been a bit of a talk to the town recently, and even the kingdom. This area, because it's a very strange cold front area, but also has no knowledge about it. But there's some possible capable warriors there. If you guys want to head that way, there's also like some sections like goblins not. Like you could try and head back into the dragon's mouth and the bonded contract area and try and find allies within the dragon's stomach. You also could head to let's see here. The shopping district, find anything. You could also visit a sanctuary people speak of, like there's some people there that hide away from the Grand Lich. But there could be people that would want to fight him there. You also could do like go to any area you've been to previously to basically find some allies, basically.
Hmm.
I have a request for a direction I'd like to head, but don't want to derail the story in any way.
Hmm?
I'm feeling a tad concerned about the well-being of my parents after my mom's weird letter. And so at some point, I would like a little detour just to see if they're doing fine and chilling.
Actually, you know what? That actually does work out pretty well. Because the location that they speak that they can't really find many allies at is within the area of like closeness of where your family's kingdom is at the moon elves at the tip of the year. So it is quite a far journey, but it's within the area that you guys will be heading to.
Obviously, we are a party. Romeo, do you mind?
I don't mind as long as I can just send another letter to my brother because he hasn't responded to the first one.
We could.
Oh,
Whereabouts is your brother? Can we do like a family road trip?
you know that's
Well,
funny
I have
actually.
no idea where he is. Yeah.
Actually, thank you for reminding Goblin about that because Goblin did have plans for that, but Goblin was like, "When is a good time to do it? Might as well be any time now." So you suddenly get a speedster coming in, and he just goes right in. And it's like, "Left over here, come here, brother. Oh boy, I wish you luck, but also you may. Oh boy, I'm sorry for what you're about to read." And he just leaves.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's too late. They got to my brother too. Well,
You're not gonna read the letter?
I'm gonna read the letter.
I was worried you would. The way you described it, I kind of just imagined you like shrugging your shoulders, throwing the letter, and walking on.
Yeah, I wanted to do that, but I'm gonna read the letter. I didn't reach out to him just to not read what he sent me.
So, one, God was just trying to remember, you basically warned your brother about the family, correct?
Yeah, I basically asked my brother if I don't know if he knows what is actually going on and why our parents want him to find me, but he shouldn't trust anybody else. He shouldn't talk to their family, and he should come and find me so we can talk. And I gave him my last location, which was this town we were in when we were doing shopping, which is our town where our keep is, if I'm not wrong.
Well, God will get into that later, but, so, when you get the letter and you open it, it says, Dear Romania, I actually already knew what our family was doing in the shadows. They tried to already put me into it as well, but apparently I was given special holy magic at birth that prevented me from being corrupted. They put me under a
Dang.
spell for a long time, but I got out of it quite a few years ago, before you ran away. I've been putting up an act in front of them for a while now, and they never realized. I am glad that you're actually well. I've been actually trying to avoid you to buy you time to try and figure things out on your own and let you live your life. Since you're worried for my well being, especially with the information of this twin sister from the timeline, and apparently we had two missing sisters, actually does sound correct. I found some records of horrible things our parents have done in the shadows, and I've been trying to build up evidence against them for a while. I've actually met the couple, the because our high elf family has been trying to make connections to the moon elf people, and I have met, funny enough, the two parents of the person that your parents are planning to marry you to in secret for a while to. Iliad had Dares, the name of her is. I've been hearing rumors that you've been traveling with her, which I don't believe that. Your personalities are too polar opposite. You are, sorry for revealing this. But yeah, when they get their hands on you, they're planning to try you to marry you off to her so they can basically get in the Moon Elf Kingdom, because normally most outsiders are never allowed in unless they are married to a Moon Elf. It's a way to secure the Moon Elf people's safety. The only reason I'm allowed in is because of the arranged marriage your parents are pushing. Although Iliad's parents are actually a bit against it, especially since I revealed to them the truth about what's happening and what is going on, although they've been behaving weirdly. And I am quite worried about the situation here. There's actually a location where it's a local quest that, if you end up taking, would be the best place for us to meet alongside Iliad's parents. I want to make sure that if everything is rumored as is being said true about you is true. So I'm trusting you to meet me at this village at the finding allies quest location. You will be meeting me there alongside Iliad's parents. But be warned. Our parents have recently been hiring dangerous people, such as someone as Nosgard, which has been you've run into a few times. He was actually hired to not kill off your allies and take you to them.
No, that wasn't a coincidence.
But you have managed to foil him every time with your annoying acid tricks. You always were a bit annoying, toying with your love for acid. I do.
He knows me so well.
I do hope you are safe during your travels, but and keep your guard out, because there's not only Nosgard after you. There's quite a few psychotic serial killers, monsters, demons that have been hired by our parents to capture you any chance they get. I've actually sent someone, on a group of people even, to watch you from the shadows. Some Death Knight friends, if you will. I will not speak of them nor how they know me. Only that is a more personal story for another time. But one of them is very susceptible to finding love very quickly. That's because she reads souls so easily that weirds people out. If that somehow happens to you guys, I am so sorry. Sorry, she.
Too late.
Everything's your brother's fault.
I know. I don't know what if I should tell you what's on this note or not.
And
true. I've got no idea.
And just to let you know, Iliad's mother and father, they gave her a puzzle box for a reason. And that puzzle box, I do not want you touching. I do not want you messing with it if you're truly hanging out with her. Because, from what I've heard, if you are not careful, you could cause a lot of destruction. That box has a lot of key things that the Grand Lich wants. And he wants you guys to solve it. But he also wants to take it from you the moment he gets. Do not let him get it. And do not break it. If it does, he wins. If he gets his hands on it, he wins. You solve
a little caveat there about shoving it into people's eye sockets.
And just as a note, you are one of the keys to open one of the sides. Cannot tell you which one, nor can I tell you when the time will be. But you will know when it's time, Romania. You will find
Eliana, let me spit on your artifact.
Yup.
Save it for our wedding day.
You know, brother, although as much as I hate to admit, make it the chance to be that hero you always wanted to be. Just don't die on me, alright? And hope to see you soon, brother.
Well, I crumple up a
What's
piece
in your
of
note?
paper.
Anything interesting?
Nothing. Throw it away.
So, like, you throw it in a trash can somewhere?
Just slightly important to just chuck in a can. I feel like you should burn it.
You know what? No, I'm gonna eat it. Nothing.
So, Romania, you start eating the paper. Make a fortitude saving throw.
All right. Fortitude saving throw. Where is my? There it is.
Yeah, you handle it poorly because you shove it so quickly that you start coughing up and you just spit up the entire thing on the floor itself. It's covered in saliva, etc.
but still ruined.
Are you gonna try again?
I stomp on it.
There's no amount of gold in the world that I wouldn't pay to watch you eating a piece of paper off the ground.
I will not eat a piece of paper off the ground.
And
What
Slav's
if I
like,
give you a silver piece for it?
what in the world was in that note that made you destroy it?
Uh, Nothing much. Ileana, did your parents ever reveal to you who they were trying to arrange a marriage with, or you were aware of something like that?
No, I'm not having any sort of arranged marriage. Why?
Good, perfect. Let's go. I just walk away.
Slav just starts laughing. It's like, it's you, isn't it, Romanier? I can read you like a book.
How do you think no, it's not. You know what? It was Volkrin.
Oh, what
My
Pickle's
brother
reaction
revealed
be
it
to
to me.
that?
Why did your brother reveal who my parents are marrying me off to?
Because he's there and allies, and my family is evil? I think. You know
Okay.
what? No questions. We got a quest to do.
Yeah, that night lady just looks confused at you all and is like, what just happened? Alright. She just decides to
It's
travel along
alright.
with
As a
Bishop.
party, building trust is important. So if Romier doesn't want to disclose what's in the note, I will respect that.
Oh wait, actually, there's one thing that I can disclose that's in the note. There was a lot of things, but there's one thing,
Yeah.
and that one thing, that one very important thing, is that my brother's waiting for me. So let's go.
Like, Slav's like, what about the Finding Allies quest? Aren't we supposed to do that?
On our way, on our way, on our way, on our way. We'll meet
Uh,
him there. Not really, but I'm just trying to get them off my backs.
Alright, cool. So,
Alright. And
traveling.
as they walk on, as soon as they're out of eye shot, I want to pick up the stumpy little note and try and decipher it.
No.
Roll Decipher script. If you have as a skill, Goblin then will have you roll something else if you do not.
Decipher script.
No, you can just. Oh, wait,
I
nope, you have
don't
to.
have it.
Then Goblin will say, Goblin's taking a look at what you have. Like, what would be. You know what? Goblin will allow you to
Can I do
roll
a profession
archaeologist.
archaeology?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So roll that. Advantage, by the way. So yeah, as you try and read it, Ileana, as you look at the details, although things are broken, you get all of the major details except one. You do not get the detail of the wedding between you and Romanier. Everything else, though, you found out.
Oh, that's the
Take
only
that
stuff
to
I
my
didn't want
grave.
to know. I already know your worst nightmare's getting married to me. Simp, you dream about it.
Good. And you should tell by what Romeo's reaction kind of was that that would have been alluding to what that is, if you know that that is his worst nightmare.
Yeah, you're not very subtle. You'd think that you'd be better at lies.
Yeah. So with that, yeah. What does
So we're heading to the
Finding Allies
which
quest?
quest is?
Which is
There
do
we
you
go.
not see it? It's on the
Yeah, no,
quest.
there's just a long list. I see it now.
Then the quest taken. So basically, you basically are going to try and find some allies. And apparently, a specific location that Romeo is wanting to go to is the mysterious area that was talked about in a bit more detail when you were given this quest.
Mhm.
In theory, would have been if Goblin knew if you got the quest or not.
Excellent.
So you know you're gonna meet not only Romeo's brother, but your parents there from Romeo's note.
Excellent.
So with that, travel. You remember how we travel?
Mm. I am going to, as usual, go ahead and either be the scout or trying to help set up the tent or like where we sleep and stuff. One of those two.
Which is your preference? Because I'm chilling.
So Goblin will handle Volk's check stuff at this point. And if you want during your travel, you can switch from Slav as your ally to Welno the Delahan hand. If you want to switch to her.
We can't just abandon Slav in this random place that we got kicked out of.
Well,
That
no,
would be
during your travel, you
sad.
can switch. You can switch midway because you can pass by where Wello the Delahan will be at to switch allies.
But our little guy.
He's
There
just
are
a
other
little
ally
guy.
choices
We can't
for a
get rid
reason.
of him.
But why do you need other allies when we have our little guy?
We literally have the child of the Grand Lich. I feel like he's quite an important asset to our team.
So you don't want to get to know any ally choices you have at this point for traveling or adventures. Okay.
The Grand Lich won't attack us if we've got Sly.
That's the most
Not that I'm using you or anything, Sly.
You know what? Just forget. Moving on. That's sad because Goblin doesn't get to use cool other allies for you to have fun with. Shot. That aside.
We
Yes.
could have multiple allies. She could just join along and you can be two different people.
The whole point of the allies system was to let you guys choose who you want with you for certain quests when you don't need other allies, etc. Okay. Okay. That aside, let's see here. Um. hmm.
He's just been with us
So
since the beginning.
it sounds like Iliad's gonna be doing scouting, like last time. Goblin's guessing.
Yeah, works for me.
That means Romeo is setting up camp. Vulcan is gonna
Just the
do
survival role, right?
just survival. Goblin's
Right.
gonna have Slav do hunting to get food for you guys, and then just roll your dice. Goblin's gonna roll Volks here, so got Volks traveling guy.
I
Yeah,
do
okay.
not remember which ones I roll.
So for scouting, you roll spot, listen, hide, and move silently. Which, by the way, you get that plus 10 bonus still when you're scouting out, as long as which you're gonna do your best to stay in the darkness. So yeah, you get plus 10 to those now.
Excellent.
So you got a 37, 30. Terrible in spotting. Just to let you know, Volk's roll. Goblin got a.
So I don't see anything, but I move like a shadow in the night.
The Volk got a survival of that. And then Slab. Goblin's gonna roll Goblin dice for this. Okay, not bad hunting. Not bad hunting. Hunting. Slav got a. So that's a 18 on food. You guys do eat well during this journey. You guys do get there shorter than you normally would, an extra 3 days off the travel away. And so, but it's still it's pretty long travel still. So now the new day is, Golin's going to tell you the date is at this current time of the year. It is the third month of the year of brass. The It was the 5th day when you started this journey. No, second actually, the second day. So it would be so it was a 10-day trip. You cut off 5 days. It was a 14-day trip. So now it is the third month, 12th day. That makes sense.
Yes.
Now, goblins gonna roll percentage and number of encounters. See what you guys run into during your travel.
Excellent.
Okay. That is only 2 encounters, not bad. Now, type of encounter, what will it be? That is an event. And then this is an event. 2 events. Very well, very well. What will the events be? Goblin needs Iliad to say hi or low. 2 times. 2 different times.
Say hi, hello.
High or low.
Oh,
Hi.
sorry. Hi.
Hi for the first one. All right. Then say it a second time for Goblin.
Hi.
Okay. So this is gonna be fun. So during your travel,
Yes.
Iliad, you spot in front of you something unexpected. There is a hammer in the middle of the road.
Like a weapony kind of hammer or a building kind of hammer?
Big weapony hammer.
I want it.
Do you tell the party or at all anything about this hammer as you are traveling along?
It's literally just sat in the road with nothing around.
Or it's a crater where it's at. Bit of a crater. With nothing else around.
I feel like it's not worth letting them know, but I'll let them know.
So, Romania, if anyone wants to make a knowledge history check here, feel free to. Or in Romania's case, just roll for free because bardic knowledge.
Oh, you.
So if anyone has
Yeah.
knowledge history, feel free to roll it. Or if you have bardic knowledge, because bardic knowledge lets you roll for it. Yeah, Iliad, you know nothing.
On brand then.
And how's bardic
Yeah,
knowledge
I don't think
work?
that's 6 for history. For my knowledge, there is not gonna
I
suffice.
mean, how does bardic knowledge work again? Golin's gonna double check here. The bard level equal to intelligence modifier. So basic knowledge check. Yeah, so, okay, so neither of you know anything anyway, no matter what extra bonuses you get
Mhm.
from here. So you
Yeah,
make
I
your
was sure
way.
6 is really low.
Yeah. So you guys make your way over, and as you guys make your way over, you notice that the hammer that Iliad described is there still. But now it's shaking, and lightning's coming off it. And it
I
goes
want
flying
to touch the
towards
hammer.
Bulk.
Look!
Bulk is gonna make a dodge reflex save here to avoid damage. And does that make it
He's
actually?
definitely not worthy.
So reflex save actually is pretty good. It's actually not bad, but yeah. So Volk does not do well and gets struck by some of the lightning from the hammer as it passes by his head, and suddenly you just suddenly hear lightning come from behind you, like a whole lightning bolt hits someone behind you guys as you turn around. Goblin's guessing you do.
Of
Yeah,
course.
definitely.
Yeah, standing there is four.
Thor is stood in the middle of the road.
Behind you with his hammer, and he turns around and uppercuts this giant wolf, ripping off its head clean off, landing right in front of you guys. The head does.
Oh, hi, Mark.
All jokes aside, I can't think of anything other
Yeah, I don't know
anything
what else
else to say other than hi.
And he just looks towards you and goes, "Ah, brave adventurers! As you just see, I got a glorious kill, and oh wait a minute, I'm supposed to be retired and not noticed by people. Right.
It was a marvelous kill, though. Clap, 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 clap.
Good for you, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. He starts stretching his neck. As you can see, he definitely looks old for like a powerful being. Although it's weird for you thinking of that, since you know in Norse mythology or the history of it that they were called gods often. So looking at him and thinking of him like that now is just surprising. And he's like,
I mean, who's to say you can't hunt in your retirement, right?
"Thank you." But I decided to do it to ease some burdens from Eliza because guy's working his butt off. As you realize as the wolf head fades and you realize it was infected with corruption and just vanishes now. And he's like, yeah, the corruption has gotten worse in these later days, especially with the Grand Lich running amok. Like, would go and blast his head off myself personally, but I'm not allowed to interfere with moral affairs these days, technically.
Technically, you just beat up a wolf.
A corrupted wolf by the corruption. Thank you.
But isn't that dealing in mortals' affairs? Aren't we supposed to deal with these things?
No, not all the time. Here's the thing. You guys don't realize it, but up in the stars, he points up to the stars. Beyond the stars right now, beyond our skies that most people can go beyond, us powerful beings are able to breathe in it just fine or use a special technique to keep us alive up there, because technically there is no air beyond the skies. There is dangers beyond your comprehension. I mean, you've already dealt with invaders before, probably in history, or know of them, but there's other dangers, such as the corruption, or outsiders from our universe. They have came before and have ruined lives, and Eliza, alongside a lot of other powerful beings, have been keeping them at bay. But recently, a lot of the powerful beings of the new generation, often referred to by people such as me, have recently, how do I put this? Been vanishing and leaving all the duty up to either one of them alone, specifically Eliza. A lot of them have been slacking off on their duties recently, and Eliza's just picking up the slack. He hasn't got a proper chance to rest from battle, and those. Well, I'm just emphasizing what you've probably heard already, since I've heard in rumors in the area that you guys have run in with him. The guy's exhausted.
Yeah, I think he kind of hates us now.
Rumors spread around fast, and I know what you did, especially with the few days it's been now of you guys traveling. I wasn't expecting to run into you. But I do.
So, Thor, since we couldn't get Ileana last time, you know the stories, we've got a very single elf right here, not arranged to be married to anybody. So
I'm sorry,
she's free.
Thor. My heart is sworn to a bard.
And he just
No, you're
looks
not.
confused. Now it just starts laughing then. Very funny. Funny. I have to clarify to you both. I'm retired and very old. Like, it would be like the idea of me dating a 5-year-old if I dated young. Yeah. I'm not into that. So thank you.
Okay, when you put it like that, it, I
I
said
guess
nothing.
it's back to me and you, Romeo.
Shut up! You know.
And Ford just laughs and is like, you know what? I like you, he says, pointing to Iliad. You're bold. Sense potential in you.
Old
You
enough to be
ever?
older than a 5-year-old?
I'm not dating you, no. One. Two. I know of a thing called warlocks, right? Yes, I believe that terminology is. If you ever decide you want to become a warlock or anything like that, or if you want to make a contract with a powerful being to give you some gifts, he gives like a lightning card out the air and just hands it to you. I think I would not mind having such a bold young sorceress, someone that follows me.
Oh.
And he just waves his hand and vanishes in a puff of lightning while you start hearing some voices yell at him in anger in the sky. Can't tell who though because it's very loud.
I am intrigued. Is it time for a class switch?
So for clarification, Goblin's just clarifying it. You don't have to become a warlock, but there's also like you can choose powerful beings to follow, and it's for a free thing. If you choose to follow a powerful being, they usually give you like minor gifts or things that they give you, like little things like small buffs, very major buffs. If you choose to follow a powerful being and respect them and respect their beliefs and
And
follow
do I
them,
have to be a warlock, or can I just be a bestie? You know?
you can choose to be a warlock, get even stronger buffs to specialize in it, or you can just be choosing to be like your deity, basically. But they prefer followers these days that respect them and don't treat them as gods because the godhead of the judge, the one, and the guide, they don't appreciate it anymore, especially with what happened with Zeus and Odin.
Okay.
Other than that, you also do hear some sounds creeping around you, and you realize there's probably corruption quite a bit in this area. What do you do?
I mean, feel like we have a moral duty to purify it, right?
How are we supposed to purify it? I sing a song.
Sing a song, an anti-corruption song. Yes,
You know
that's my
what? Roll
husband.
performance for goblins. Roll performance. Everyone, if you have a performance of sorts to buff roll me as attempt to
Oh, we can
purify,
back it up.
back it up. Do it. Goblins are curious how this will turn out. Roll. Goblins gonna roll for Slab and Bulk.
And only Romeo got a masterwork instrument, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What performance? Oh, well, Volk's gonna be doing you all a puppet show while me is performing.
Little puppet show.
That sounds really cute.
And Slav will be doing some dance. The Slav is
Volk's little
Goblin
puppets are
dance.
like acting out the song.
That actually would be
Are you
pretty
gonna
cool.
actually
Goblin.
sing for us?
No. Oh hell. I
Just
don't even know what to sing.
Please.
saying something triumphant.
Triumphant. Um
Triumphant.
uh Oh, go away, you ugly corruption. I don't want you here anymore. You are killing my friends. Please.
Encore, encore.
Okay, so Slav just starts dancing and does like some like beatbox stuff and goes ba da 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 and swirls on his back and then goes standing on one hand and while kicking his feet in the air. But it's not the best movement, and he messed up some of his positionings, but it was pretty good. And then the puppet show was actually entertaining and fantastic, as the puppets show just wrote me beating the crap out of corruption. That's pretty funny. And because of the moral
Sounds
light and
interesting.
happiness that you guys somehow performed, you feel the corruptness just fade away. Either embarrassed by what you guys are doing, or just laughing out of joy that the corruption just fades away. And if any of you have corruption points right now, which none of you do, but Goblin will note that you guys verify some corruption from yourself of +5. So you get removed 5 points of corruption.
Excellent.
Yay.
So
If you had any.
you can sing my slaughter of a town away. Not that I was gonna, but hypothetically.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, that aside, as you continue on your journey, Iliad, you notice something surprising to you. As you are traveling, you run into some architects, and they seem to be arguing over a piece of construction stuff.
Can I call out to them and ask if they need assistance?
They look towards you and are surprised by your appearance, but just nod their heads and are like, maybe it would be good to get an eye outside of our work. Yeah, yeah, maybe so. Yes, indeed. Especially since we got off. Like, where even are we at this point? We must have took a wrong turn as we were arguing, heading towards the cabin hut and went past it. That running into the building. Yeah. And so the party eventually does catch up. As Iliad, you're looking at this construction blue paper and you realize it. These are the people building your guild hall. And they're arguing over it.
Guild hall!
That's why it's been delayed so much. These two have been arguing about things so much and not been making up their minds. That's why there's been so much delay. Just out of game, Gold was just trying to give a lore reason on why there's been so much delay.
Thank you. It's actually because I completely forgot about it for a long time.
Hey, you got the basement done at least, and the basement looks fantastic.
Yay!
So what do you say when you realize this is your guild hall right here, and they're arguing about it?
What are they arguing about? Where to put it?
No, they're arguing about the details of the construction, because apparently the details that you guys gave, they weren't really sure understanding, apparently. But when you're looking
They
at it,
just
you
got a
realize...
crayon drawing of a house.
No, it's actually really good construction work, because you had an actual construction architect talk about with you guys and work with you. You guys realize they're reading it upside down. That's why they've been having such a hard time.
Romeo, should we let them build it upside down?
Like, no, the construction paper is upside down. Like, the basement's, like, they said they have the basement finished, and it's correct, but the blueprints are upside down. And so that's why they're arguing about things, because they're not able to understand what they're looking at or reading fully when they're doing it. Like, somehow they figured out how to do the basement correctly, what you're hearing from them, but they don't understand it. They're just reading it upside down.
Oh, it's the upside down. It's the wrong way round.
They
I think
turn
we should
it
maybe
over,
help them.
and it's like, oh wait, did you not say that to them? Kuna?
I said that to them.
Yeah, they turn it over, and they look embarrassed, and are like, we're not used to having these accidentally upside down. This actually makes way more sense when we get it right side up. I mean, we did the basement right, luckily, because we tried to do the opposite of what it said, or what we thought it said.
Are we sure we want them to build
I
a
feel
thing if
like
there's
we've got
anything
unprofessional people now.
Yeah.
But
It's like, look, what's I?
the
We
basement
usually
looks okay.
we're usually really professional at this. It's just when we got the blueprint, it was like this upside down. We're usually used to it being right side up in the first place, so we just thought like, yeah, we've done this for so long that we have a bit of a bad habit sometimes that if it's not in the proper position in the first place, we won't notice until someone points it out. Yeah, it's a pretty bad habit.
Yeah. Can you be trusted with the rest of the hall?
They give you a look, and just suddenly, with the first correct area of the wall, they instantly just build up the first area just as a demonstration, correctly in the exact detail, just make an entire room out of thin air with their magic, and correctly build it as intended.
Very impressive, very impressive.
And
But if we hadn't come along, would our guild hall have been built?
in a very slow time frame, yes. We don't think there should be any more delays after fixing the blueprint here and making it so it's more clear. But if there's any more delays,
How
it'll
do you
probably be from
expect to
monsters.
compensate us for this current delay?
It was a
Okay, really
mistake.
quick, I was not intending for this to get you compensation for a guild hall that I have no control over the results of. Gosh dang nabbit.
Not ask for compensation for my own delay.
Aha! Anyway, anyway,
Okay, no compensation.
she's like, they're like, you know what? We can add something for you. And Tunifish, they whisper in the ear. They'll add like an upgrade to the pen to where it can easily like it has a little device that can shrink down bigger mounts to basically make it so you can house them in a horse pen without issues. Like if you have a dragon mount at some point, you can shrink it down and then regrow it afterwards, make it so you don't have to expand or add upgrades and stuff to house certain mounts, etc.
That sounds like an excellent upgrade. Let's go. Thank you. Good luck with the rest of your build.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for the pleasure of the business. Yes. Then they head on their way. They make the version that they make, the replica version of what you guys wanted for one room in particular. They make it disappear here, but they do make it so it's easy to take it back and rebuild it exactly in the area. It's going to be pretty quick, hopefully, at this point. Hopefully, from your guys' perspectives, you don't know when you get back and if it's built or not. But it should be in theory or sometime next year.
I out of game. I paid £5 for a subscription to a D&D map building thingy because drawing it ended up being a hassle. So it should be done within a week.
Oh, okay. No, that's good to know. Actually, I mean, it
I
makes
got
sense.
what was it called? Incarnate or something. Seems pretty good.
Well, I
Full
mean, it
name.
looks good, and you can have fun making maps whenever you want for anything you want to do in particular Tuna Fish, so you can use it to your heart's content now.
Yeah, I decided it would be pretty fun. Phil, would you like to see the basement as it currently stands?
Ooh, yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah. So at this point, Goblin's gonna have you guys finish off your travels, so you guys get full rest, you get fully healed of hit points during your travels, full spell slot uses, and Goblin's going over everything in Goblin's head. You also get an extra bonus now for you get a temporary +1 bonus to melee attacks and range attacks for the next 4 hours because of how well you were able to rest and travel and take care of yourselves during these instances. And things went well. And Golin's going to drag you over to the area where you will be meeting the people you are intended to meet. Goblins. There you go. Tossing out, go down. So you won't be able to see it just yet, but basically you're in this very cold area. It is definitely like freezing here in this area. Goblin will give a heads up of. Right now you're outside of a small town to hopefully find some allies. That'll be for next session. Yeah, how's the session for everyone?
Excellent and
It was pretty
chaotic
fun.
as usual.
Now, if you have
As
any
always.
concerns or issues, let Goblin know. Goblin will let you guys see what's up ahead at least, so you guys can know what's on the map. And you do have a cart to carry stuff in case things get heavy. And So this is what you see thus far. At the very bottom, by the way.
An icy road. And a river. Or is that the road? No, that's the road.
Although the town seems pretty empty.
Hmm.
But yeah, hopefully Pixel will be here next session now and everything like that. Goblin does have something to do at 3. He and Goblin wants to get something to eat really quick before Goblin has something at 3. So take care, you two. It's been a pleasure playing. Bye.
Alright, thank you,
See
Goblin.
you.
Bye.
Alright, then, everyone. So Goblin does have some things to do. Thank you all, and thank you, Polish Bones, for the head pat. And other than that, Goblin is going to quickly raid here, because Goblin does have something to do coming up. And Goblin's not going to be live streaming it. That's because it's play testing for Goblin's project. Tabletop RPG Goblin. So Goblin wants to make sure. Silent Hill D&D one shot. You know what? No, Silent Hamlet. That actually sounds pretty cool. It's a fellow VTuber, so that'll be entertaining. So I was just gonna raid her. Seems interesting. Use the Goblin Raid message if you can. Just type in Goblin Raid and an exclamation mark. And yeah, thank you all for coming. You have a wonderful day. And yep, take care.